often it's in our own head where this problem comes up where the kids ask why. Because it's actually well, it's like they're a child. They're 5 or 11 or 17, and they're like, "Why?" And in your head, you're like, "Oh, you should know this already. Isn't it obvious?" No, it's not obvious. And if they should know it, who has failed to teach them, right? Yeah, oh, wait a minute. That's a me problem. Because if you don't know why, we need to do some more teaching here. So often it's in our own heads. We get bothered when they ask why. And when I switched that, I was like, no, they should be asking why. I want them to ask why because then they'll understand. And if they understand, they'll do it. And if they understand, they'll do it when I'm not around. I want my kids to be amazing humans, whether I'm there or not. And that only comes with understanding. Whereas with a dictator, a dictatorship, they only do it when I'm watching.
Rebecca has a good comment here. She says, sometimes there's a difference in authentically asking why versus being argumentative. And that's true. But I have found that the more willing I am to honestly answer their questions and at times to engage in debate with them, the less argumentative they become. Because sometimes what we as parents view as being argumentative is literally just them trying to understand things and trying to develop this skill, because
Well,
debate is an important skill.
right. It's more often than not, you guys. It's just the tactlessness of a child.
Right.
So it seems really argumentative, but they just haven't developed tact yet. So they're like, let's say they're 9, they're like, "That's so dumb." Ah!" And you're like, "Oh, they're fighting." No, they're just all of a sudden all this emotion came up and they're wondering why and they don't know how to express it. So they're super tactless. It's like, "Bleh," they're spitting all over you. They're, emotional spittle. And you're like, "Ah, okay, they're not fighting here. They're just letting the emotions come up and out tactlessly. Okay, I'm gonna respond to the
Underlying.
the underlying thing. I'm gonna respond in the way if they had tact, I'm gonna respond to that, not to the tactlessness because they don't know.
Well, because we have to remember that for most humans, ourselves included, we learn best by one of two ways. One, well, we learn by thinking, but thinking happens one of two ways. One, writing about it, two, speaking about it. So when our children are speaking about things, even if it's coming across as being argumentative, what they're doing is thinking, just doing it tactlessly. They're thinking. So when my kids start doing that, I'm like, they're thinking. So my job isn't to shut that down. Now, yes, I can teach them to be more respectful about it or to use better voices. I can do that. But again, the layers, the underlying layer there is they're thinking out loud. I want them to think out loud. I want them to be a thoughtful person. And you have to have thoughts and you have to express them in order to learn how to think. So it's the cognitive development that's occurring. I want that process to occur. As annoying as it might be in the moment sometimes when it feels like an argument, I want it.
Right.
That is how I develop thinking children.
Don't you want your child to say out loud, "This is so stupid. You're just picking on me." I want that thought to come out. Say, "Oh, okay,
Let's talk through that.
let's talk through that.
Explain to me, why do you think that?
Yeah, why is this stupid and why do you feel picked on?" And is it more time for me? Absolutely. But if the child feels understood and heard and validated and we walk through it, and afterwards they're like, "Oh, okay, it's not stupid and you're not picking on me. I will gladly do what you asked because I realize that you guys are doing way more than I'm doing." When they understand it, they're like, "Okay, I got it."
But it took that investment of time to help them come to that conclusion and not shutting it down because it's disrespectful or rude or just obey me, right? Do you see the difference here and how we get to different outcomes?
The small investment up front is nothing compared. If you keep pushing that down the road, it's gonna be big.